Teen Connect.
Hello everybody, my name is Berta Perez and I'm here with...
I'm Blake Johnson.
And today we're going to be talking about health and nutrition.
I know, it's a hard subject to talk about and no one wants to talk about it because we all want to sit back with our bag of Doritos or something and watch a movie, but we got to talk about it sometimes.
Yeah, well, this actually hits home because I kind of based my life on nutrition, even though I might not look like it, but going to Johnson & Wales as a culinary student actually does kind of relate to everything we're going to be talking about today.
Oh, and also I hear you work at Brewed Awakenings. Can you talk about that?
I just recently got a job at Brewed Awakenings as their head baker, and it's pretty cool.
So is it like a coffee shop, a bakery? What is it like?
Well, it's basically like a coffee house.
Oh.
Yeah. I baked all their goods in the morning, and then the rest of the day, it's basically like a little restaurant because it's always fast-paced. Like you're always gonna get your food fast.
So, talking about making food and for people to actually consume, do you try and make your food like fun going and healthy? Do you guys like have a certain objective to actually make healthier food for people, or do you just say, oh, this is good for people, but we try to keep it a minimum? Do you know?
Well, since I bake like almost all of their stuff in the mornings, we have this muffin that I call my favorite muffin because it's called the Healthy Morning Breakfast, and it basically is a muffin with carrots and anything nutritional that shouldn't be in a muffin. So yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And that's my favorite. Even though it's a pain to bake, it's still a pretty delicious thing that I like to offer my customers.
That's good. That's kind of like zucchini bread. Love zucchini bread. So
yes.
good. But it's still pretty good for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good because talking about nutrition, we talk about the main groups. Of course, we have our main groups, which is of course fruit, vegetables, grains, protein, dairy, and then we have our little sliver of oils and fats that we actually do need to live and survive. Do need those to live, and that's always good for. Not a lot of people like seafood too, or they could be allergic to shellfish. But there's
guilty. I really don't like seafood.
It's so good, but it's actually really good for you because there's a lot of protein, vitamins, minerals that you can get from it. And if you dress it up really well, you wouldn't even notice.
It's true, but nowadays teenagers just like eating grain and a little meat or a lot of meat.
I know, especially a lot of red meat. Red meat's good for protein, but it's if you eat a lot of it, it's horrible for you. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Speaking of horrible things, brings me to the cinnamon challenge.
Oh my God.
Remember, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do the cinnamon challenge. Oh yeah, that's so cool. But you actually find out that it's horrible for you. Cinnamon's not really a toxin, but it can do some damage.
Yeah, my sister tried it. And
oh Lord.
Yeah.
Because it dries up your throat. You can't have any liquid with it.
I just don't get what inspires you to do some damage to yourself by doing the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, I know, especially because the poison control, they said something about that. I don't think people want the poison control coming to their house and saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't be doing the cinnamon challenge because it can do some serious damage to your body. And especially because it's like that much cinnamon without any liquid, it's like really horrible for you.
Some kids are not thinking.
I know, especially they always say fats and oils are good in proportion, but people just open a big family-sized bag and just sit there watching a movie and the movie will be over and realize the bag's gone.
Yeah.
And then they won't get any exercise, and that's what brings some obesity. There's a really high rate of obesity.
It's very high. I don't know why.
I know. Because we realize nowadays that fattier foods are less expensive than organic because, of course, since it's organic, they put more work into it to actually get it healthier for us. But that's what also makes it more expensive.
I guess it's also because not a lot of people like to read the nutritional facts.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we have these cans here.
Exactly. There's vegetarian soup, kind of looks good, and it's only 40